What's going on, guys? It's Red Devils 96 coming at you with a special video. On today's video, I'm doing a full match breakdown from the game that got me to FC Champion 1. Getting to FC Champion 1 was an absolute grind, so please like and subscribe if you already haven't. Enjoy the video. Now the game is starting, and you can see that I'm 2,500 cups away from FC Champion 1. As the lineups are getting announced, I'm really eagerly awaiting to see what my opponent is using. And to my surprise, he's using a 4-2-4. As soon as I see that, I feel much better about my chances of winning this game. This lineup and head-to-head will get you punished against good players. The game starts off with some quick passing and getting the ball to Dembele. As soon as Dembele receives the ball, I do a redirection step over and try to go up the sideline. He gets tackled and the ball goes out of bounds. It was really good strength from his right back. Now my opponent has the ball, and my first thought right here is to try to get a steal, but I don't get one. I'm trying to kind of bait him like I did in my last video. But now I'm just trying to be extremely physical as much as I can. And remember, like I say always, no quick goals. And my opponent almost picks out a perfectly timed ball, but Lucio intercepts, and I'm going the other way. And against a 4-2-4, I know that I'm going to have space in the midfield. So now you see me passing the ball around and waiting for an opening, because at some point, something is going to open up. So I keep passing Zidane to Henry over here to Maldini, and then De Bruyne fires in a rocketed power shot in space. Now it's 1-0. Play restarts, and my opponent is using 1- and 2-touch passing. He gets the ball to Henry, and he makes a great pass, but I'm going to freeze it right here. Look how both Thuram and Van Dijk are so high and out of position. You do not want to come this high with your back line. He isn't going to score from there. Try and use a midfielder so your team can stay compact. Your team should look in a straight line where the highlighted line is. My opponent makes me pay, and now it's 1-1. Play restarts, and I'm mad at myself. The goal that I gave up was completely my fault, but I have to move on. I pass the ball around quickly, knowing I'll find space. Once Dembele receives this pass, Henry finds a pocket of space. This is the perfect spot for a heel-to-heel with so much room to the right side. Henry arguably has the best pace in the game. He sprints past Blanc and fires a shot in with his right foot. And now it's 2-1. After the goal, I read my opponent perfectly, and this completely sums up the 4-2-4 in head-to-head. There are 0 defenders where the arrow is, and Henry uses a speed boost step over and then a fake shot to buy time. He finds De Bruyne, and he curls in an amazing outside-the-box finesse shot. Now, it's 3-1. Now, my job is to make sure that this game stays at 3-1 going into halftime. I make another good defensive read, but I get caught between shooting and passing on this next clip. And then that's going to be halftime with a 3-1 lead. For those of you who don't know and haven't watched my videos in the past, I always make subs at halftime. Not because I have to, just because I really enjoy using those 6 players in attack. Going into halftime, I know I can taste FC Champion 1, but there's still work to do. If I can get a stop and a score, he won't be able to come back. He uses some shifty dribbling with Rivaldo and Cruyff, but as you can see, I end up making a perfectly timed tackle with Lucio, and I go the other way. He makes a beautiful lofted through ball to Jarzinho, and I make some good passes and a good speed boost step over, but it ends up going nowhere after I try to thread this ball in and go with Oweiron. But he receives the ball, and this is where the 4-2-4 is lethal, the counterattack. He perfectly executes this counterattack, and there's not much I can do. So I get back with Thuram, and I make a perfect time tackle that ends up going off of him, and now it's my ball. Cech passes the ball in, I get it right back to Cech, and I go ahead and get this ball to Maldini. Jarzinho makes an incredible solo run with a change of direction step over, a speed boost step over, and eventually he does an elastico, but the ball goes right out of bounds for a corner kick. And now there's absolutely no skill involved in this, but Hullet goes ahead and heads this ball in for a 4-1 lead. And now I know that I've clinched FC Champion 1 and I'm feeling amazing. Now at 4-1, both my opponent and I know that this game is over. However, there is still more to teach. This is one of the few times that I will send a double team. Look to the space on my right side. There are no players coming. Since I see that, I send Van Dijk, and then I go ahead and get the ball to Zidane. Again, I'm on the counter, and I get the ball to Jarzinho. After a failed elastico, I get the ball right back, make quick one-touch passing, and Buffon comes up with an incredible save. But I remain calm, use a lane change, and fire away a finesse shot to make the scoreline 5-1. And now, with 3 minutes left in the game, my goal is just to keep the scoreline as it is. My opponent continues to do some good passing, but now I'm getting to really try out Maldini. For those that don't know, I packed him right before this game. I remain patient on the cutback, and then I end up tackling him. I clear the ball, and that is the game. Enjoy this next clip of my real reaction on live stream. Oh, FC Champion 1 reached. Come on. Let's freaking go, man. That is, oh, y'all don't know how much of a grind this has been. Thank you so much for watching. FC Champion 1 was so difficult to reach. Please like, subscribe, and if you want to check the full stream of me reaching FC Champion 1, click the link above. Thanks, guys.